Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a really long time, but this time I am back for good. I wanted to just start making videos more consistently on my channel. So to bring me back into it, I'm going to be talking about my fitness slash weight loss journey. Just as a warning, I am not a nutritionist, I am not a dietitian, I am not a fitness, a personal trainer. I'm just someone who lost a significant amount of weight by myself, and I just wanted to share tips. I wanted to share what I did. So I just wanted to share tips and whatnot. I am refilming this video because my lens and my camera was on manual focus and not on autofocus the last time, so I was blurry the whole time. So I kind of feel like it's better that I'm refilming this because I feel like I was kind of all over the place. So I have notes on my phone, which is why I'll be looking at my phone, and I'll actually be looking at my phone because the last time I looked at my phone, the first 2 points, and then I didn't look at it, and then I was mumbling. So if you just want to hear about my fitness journey, my weight loss, how I lost 25 pounds and I kept them off and I'm keeping them off, then keep on watching. Okay, so my starting weight was 157 and I'm currently around 153, plus or minus like 2 to 3 pounds, just depending on how much I worked out, what I was eating that week, whatever. So June of 2019, which was the summer going into senior year of college, is when I really started to feel kind of sluggish in my body. That's when I was 157 and I felt really sluggish. I felt really just like a potato, honestly. I didn't do any kind of physical activity like ever. I was always sitting down, being a college student, I was always studying, so I was always sitting down at the library. The most amount of physical activity I would do every day is walking to and from campus, walking around campus. That was about it. And that summer coming home, obviously I live in the suburbs, I'm doing even less walking, so I'm really just staying at home or going to work, and I just felt like something had to be done. And that summer is also when I realized how swollen I looked. I always just looked swollen, and even my mom pointed that out, like, you don't even look like you gained weight, you just look swollen all the time. And I was like, that's interesting. And so what I've learned and what I've come to realize is that my body has very poor circulation and I need to move it to get my blood flowing pretty much every day in order for the swelling to reduce and go down. That summer I decided to really just start a fitness journey, and for the first time in my life I started a fitness journey solely for the purpose that I just wanted to feel better about myself physically. I just felt like I could just be moving around more. I didn't really care about losing weight or whatnot. I mean, obviously I wanted to lose a little bit of weight, but it wasn't like the main purpose for working out. And so I decided to find workouts that I enjoyed, and I started by doing Zumba, or like dance videos slash Zumba. And that was something I loved because I love dancing and I love like Latin, reggaeton, like bachata, salsa. I love all of that. So to combine those two together, that was like a dream. I didn't feel like I was working out, and I would only do 30 minutes of that every day. And from like 157, I got down to like 145-ish by the time I went back to school, which was in like the middle of August. So I did lose like a significant amount of weight, I think, in those couple of months just by doing 30 minutes of cardio every day. And then once I got to school, from like the middle of August to like when I got back home for Thanksgiving, I lost about another 5-ish pounds because not only was I doing the 30 minutes of cardio every day, and I worked out every single day. I did 7 days a week. So not only was I doing that, but I was also walking to and from campus. I was, not only walking on campus, but walking around like Pittsburgh in general. I was just doing a lot of walking on top of the fact that I was doing 30 minutes of cardio. So then I lost about 5 more pounds, but I stayed around like 140 until like April of 2020, which is when I moved back home because of the pandemic. And the reason I feel like I plateaued around 140 was because of my eating habits when I was in college. I really just didn't care about what I was eating. Like if I wanted to indulge in food, I always indulged, and I kind of overindulged, I would say. Like me and my friends were like notorious for having movie nights every weekend, so every weekend I'd be getting junk food, eating junk food late at night. You know, that obviously is going to contribute to the fact that I plateaued at 140. But yeah, I stayed around 140 till then. And then August of 2020, when I came home, is when I became, I guess I wanted to do a little bit more. I wanted to lose a little bit more weight at that point. Yeah, April of 2020, I wanted to just lose a little bit of more weight now. It wasn't really for like, obviously I was doing it for health reasons, but now I did kind of want to lose weight. So I upped up the time I did cardio from 30 minutes to like an hour to an hour and 30 minutes every day. And I was still doing Zumba and whatnot. And also my eating habits changed a lot because, when I did move back home in August, I was like eating a lot of food, like a lot more meals, I guess. So I did gain a little bit of weight, and so I wanted to just cut the weight that I gained and also just lose a little bit more. So I was doing a lot more cardio. I also was like intermittent fasting, which I'll talk about with the mistakes I've made, but I was intermittent fasting, and I wasn't eating past 6 p.m. So, and then I would wake up in the morning, and then I would eat around like 9-ish or whatever. So my window was like from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. was when I was able to eat. And then after I finished like online schooling or whatever, I pretty much immediately started working at my parents' store, which I'm still working to this day, but luckily I probably won't be working there anymore. So yay, I can finally move on from there. It's just because of the pandemic, and they just didn't have enough employees, and they still really don't have enough employees. So we're selling the stores, we're moving on from that chapter in my life. But anyway, they own a salad place, and so I was eating salads all the time. So I think that also contributes to like my lifestyle now. Is just I have a salad pretty much like every single day as my main meal. So, and that summer is when there's a trail like right by my house, and so I would run 3 miles. No, not 3 miles. I would run 6 miles every day. I would run 3 there and then 3 back, like on the trail. I would run up to 3 miles and then run 3 back. So I was running 6 miles every day, and I was still working out 7 times a week, and I was running 6 miles every single day. So I did lose weight because that's a lot of cardio and whatnot, but it was destroying my knees. And so by that point I had gotten down to like 130, I think. And it was just like, it was destroying my knees because I was running on cement. I still don't have proper running shoes. I stopped running after that. So, but I loved it because like that runner's high is like, it's amazing. I love running, but I just still haven't invested in good shoes, which I need to because I do want to start running again. So after that, I started doing Pilates religiously, and there's so many Pilates videos on YouTube. I just looked some up, and I was doing Pilates for like a couple of months, and then from doing Pilates I went down to like 127, and mind you I was still intermittent fasting. So yeah, I went down to like 127, and then after that I started weight training because when I was 127 might be heavy for some people, but I'm 5'5", and I do feel like I have a bigger like bone structure, a wider bone structure. And so when I hit 127, I just looked like skin and bones, and I did not like that. And so I wanted to start incorporating weights. So then I started weight training, and then after I started weight training, I went up to like 135 around there. And I just really didn't like the way that I looked when I weight trained because I just looked really bulky. Like I know some people like being like really muscular and whatnot, but I just did not like that on me personally. I liked it when I had more like toned, slim muscle definition. And so after that I started going back to doing Pilates and cardio. like my dance cardio videos and Pilates videos, and I do a mixture of that every single day. Sometimes I'll do an hour of Pilates and 30 minutes of cardio. Sometimes I'll do an hour of cardio and 30 minutes of Pilates. It's just pretty much how my body is feeling. If I feel like my body is feeling really sore and tired, because like I said, I do work at a food place and I stand for 7 to 8 hours a day. So if I feel like I'm really like, that can put a lot of pressure on your body. And so if I feel really sore, really kind of exhausted, I'll do an hour of Pilates because it's way more low impact than like a dance cardio video. So I'll do an hour of Pilates and 30 minutes of cardio just to like, you know, get my heart rate going. I still like feeling like a heart rate is going and pumping and flowing and stuff. But if I feel like on my days off, I'll do an hour of cardio, or like when I haven't been standing for that long, I'll do like an hour of cardio and 30 minutes of Pilates. And when I'm doing cardio, and always when I've done cardio, I hold like 2-pound weights in my hands, and whenever they're like telling me to like lift up my arms like this, you know, there's a little bit of weight there to help kind of like tone your muscles without like creating big muscles. And as I'm going through each phase of like my workout, what I was doing, I'll like insert pictures of kind of what my physique looked like, if I can find good ones. I feel like to most people they won't look like that big of a difference, but to me personally I felt like a really big difference. So yeah, my current weight, like I said, or I don't know if I said this in the beginning, but it's currently around like 133 give or take like 2 or 3 pounds. And I really like where I am right now. I like the workout routine that I have. Now also I work out 5 to 6 times a week. I don't work out every day. I think I started giving myself breaks around the time that I started weightlifting, because I say that very loosely because the most I went up to was 20 pounds because I did everything from home because I don't like the gym. I really don't like the gym. And if you don't like the gym, that's okay, because there's other ways to work out and lose weight and be healthy than going to the gym. I feel like the gym is just, I'm more focused about all my surroundings and everyone next to me instead of my own personal workout, that I just feel like it's not an environment that I enjoy. Like, why would I go there? And also I have like a little mini gym at home, so like there's never an excuse not to work out, you know? So yeah, around the time that I started weightlifting is when I started working out 6 days a week, and then now I just work out 5 to 6 days a week because I just gotta listen to my body. And also when I started weightlifting is when I started not do intermittent fasting. I kind of just now eat when I'm hungry. I don't like to eat like I don't like to eat meals past like 7, 8 o'clock. But if I'm, you know, going to dinner with my parents, if I'm going out with my friends, obviously I'm going to eat past like 8 o'clock, and it's fine. I just feel like I needed a good healthy balance, and I felt like I wasn't eating enough before, and now I feel like I have like a healthier relationship with food and with exercising. And so I know that like my general weight when I'm eating enough and exercising to a way that's not like destroying my body is around 133, and I've just accepted it and I'm okay with it. And before, in the beginning of my fitness journey, I feel like I was really focused on numbers, but now I just try to see like, okay, what's healthy for me and what's going to be sustainable. Because what I was doing before, working out full intense cardio 7 days a week, not eating past 6 p.m. it's not sustainable when you want to have a social life, you know? I think that was sustainable back then in the like very beginning of the pandemic when it was lockdown, because all we were doing is like being at home. But I've just come to realize that that's not sustainable. So yeah, that's kind of like my fitness journey throughout. So now on to the parts of like mistakes I've made and what I've learned. I've kind of talked about some of these things in the video prior, but just to touch base on some things. I've learned that just because you hit a certain number of calories burned per day isn't going to necessarily translate to how much weight you're losing and how you look physically. You know, like I said, everyone's different. What might be 133 to one person is going to look completely different of 133 to another person. And also, even if we are the same height and we're both 133, what could look 133 on me could look completely different on you. And so I feel like that's something that I still need to remind myself every day, is that it's just a number. As long as it's just within a range of like what I feel comfortable is for my physique, then I don't need to like be so stressed about, oh my god, I gained like 0.5 pounds today, you know what I mean? So that's something I'm still working on towards today too, because sometimes I do let the number get to me. But I like having a scale, because on my scale, it's called the Arbo Leaf. I can link it, it's on Amazon. It tells you, the app tells you, actually I will show you. So it's called Arbo Leaf, and the app tells you, this was this morning, and I don't know if you can see, but it tells you like your body fat percentage, your BMI, like how, like it tells you like a range if you click on things. It tells you, what else it tells you? Your muscle mass, your bone mass, stuff like that. So I feel like it helps me with the whole number thing, because it tells me like, okay, well, even though I gained 2 pounds, in the grand scheme of things, I didn't gain that much body fat percentage or whatever, you know? That's one thing. And also another thing is just giving myself rest days. Like, I don't think you guys, if you were like me and you're working 7 days a week, and honestly, workout addiction is real, because I still feel guilty to this day when I have 1 to 2 days off a week. I want to be working out 7 days a week, but rest days are just as important as, you know, your active days. And obviously on my rest days, I'm not just sitting around doing nothing, but I'm not working out per se. I'm not getting like that workout in, and they're just as important, because your body needs time to recover in order to continue to make progress. And so yes, rest days are super important. On top of that, I feel like with my eating too, I've just gotten to like a better place with my eating and my relationship with food. I don't restrict myself as much. I still restrict myself in some sense, because obviously I want to eat fried food every day. I want to eat chocolate and candy every day, but I don't. You know what I mean? So that, in that sense, I'm restricting myself. But if I want to go out with my friends and have a dinner, then I'll have a dinner, you know? Food, it's like I just eat till, I don't eat till I'm full anymore, because once I'm full, like the mistakes have already been made. Like once I'm full, I feel bloated, I feel sick, like I just eat till I'm not hungry anymore, but not to the point where I reached full. Does that make sense? And like I said, I don't really like to eat full meals past like 7 o'clock. And if I'm hungry or want to snack a little bit, I'll have like fruit, like I'll have cherry tomatoes or like strawberries or, you know, something like that, instead of having like a chocolate bar. Although sometimes I do have candy, it's life, you know? But I just think that everything in moderation, stuff like that, is the most sustainable way, because 95% of the time I'm eating healthy, but that 5% keeps my mental health, you know, in check, and keeps me sane. Because if I was eating healthy 24/7, not indulging in anything, and I feel like when you do that and then you do indulge, it ends up just becoming worse, because you were like so deprived of said food you wanted to indulge in. So yeah, that was kind of my fitness journey. I hope that there was some kind of organization to this video. I really tried to, and because like I said, I had to film this before, I felt like how I'm organizing this now is a little bit better. But yeah, I will be making videos regularly now for the first time, I think, ever since I opened my channel. And I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing vlogs and just more sit down videos. I know what I want to film next is a what's my purse, so be on the lookout for that. But also at the end of September, I'm going to Korea, so I'm really excited about that. I'll definitely be vlogging, and I'm going to New York next week, so I'll be vlogging. Also, something that I want to note just before is these sit-down videos I can film with this big DSLR, but vlogging is a little bit harder with a DSLR, especially because I don't want to mess up this camera. And so I will be filming a lot of my vlogs on my phone, but hopefully by the time I go to Korea, I'll have a nice small like mirrorless camera that I can use to film, like the G7X or something, so the quality will be better. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any requests, please leave them down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your notification bells. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!